We lift up the families, the friends, the professors, the faculty, the staff, and all those who sacrificed and gave their unwavering time. As the graduates prepare to walk across the stage, we ask that you bless them as they walk across the stage and they prepare for the next chapters in their lives. We ask you give them blessings upon blessings. We ask that you watch over them as they enter the next chapters of their life. We pray for protection and that they would use, God, all that they have learned and all the skills that they have garnered, that they might glorify you. God, we thank you for this. We ask a special blessing upon those who lost loved ones along the way. We stop and pause and thank you for them. We thank you for this momentous occasion and this grand day. And we ask and pray that, again, that you bless these, our graduates, in the precious and the mighty name of Jesus. And everyone said together, amen.
Please be seated. On behalf of Pierpont's Board of Governors, alumni, faculty, and staff, I welcome each of you, especially our soon-to-be new graduates. Tonight, we greet our graduates from the graduating classes of December 2025, May 2026, and soon-to-be August 2026. This evening is a celebration of your hard work and achievement. Graduates, I encourage you to reflect on the meaning of this moment throughout our commencement ceremony. This ceremony honors you for achieving one or more academic milestones and for your contributions to the Pierpont Pride. Commencement is about beginnings, not endings, and this day not only marks the beginning of your life as a Pierpont graduate, but celebrates you launching from Pierpont into an exciting new chapter, whether that is entry into the workforce or continuation of your educational journey. Today, we celebrate the freedom to pursue education, a freedom made possible by the unwavering sacrifice and dedication of the United States military and those who've served in defense of our freedoms. And so at this time, let us recognize those who are serving and have served our country in the armed forces. Would all in attendance who are active military personnel or those who have served in our armed forces please stand? We recognize the value of your service and the sacrifices that you have made for our country. Graduates, if you have family members who have served, staff, if you have family members who have served or are currently serving, would you please stand? We honor and thank you for your sacrifices and service in supporting and defending our nation. It is with our deep gratitude that we honor those who have served and serve, whose courage secure the liberties that allow us to learn, grow, and thrive. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce those seated on the platform with me this evening. First, our outstanding faculty is seated among us this evening. I've had the pleasure of working with talented instructors over the years, and I have witnessed their dedication and their service to our students. They have given of their talents and hearts in fulfilling our college's mission, and I honor them this night with a heart full of gratitude for their instruction and support of our students' success. Representing leadership and academics this evening are academic deans, and I'll ask them to stand briefly. Dr. Carrie Coffendaffer, the Dean of the School of Business, Aviation, and Technology. Ms. Jennifer Ellison, the Interim Dean for the School of General Education and Professional Studies. Ms. Melissa White, the Acting Dean for the School of Health Sciences. They are joined by our Interim Provost and Vice President of Academics, Mr. David Bailey. Our academic deans and provost, together with our talented faculty, help develop the intellectual and technical skills of our students. And because we honor our graduates, we also express our gratitude to faculty and the academic leaders this night as we celebrate our commencement. Joining the academic leaders on the stand are members of the President's Executive Leadership Team, and I also would ask them to stand briefly. Mr. Dale Bradley, the Vice President of Finance and Administration. Mr. George Perrick, the Vice President of Human Resources and Organizational Development. And Ms. Nancy Parks, the Associate Vice President of Student Services. Ms. Amanda Hockenberry, the Executive Assistant to the Board of Governors and the Office of the President, whose commitment to service strengthens the effectiveness of our leadership team, the board, and the college as a whole, and who is working behind the scenes with many others tonight. Tonight, we are joined by two leaders of our shared governance. Representing our classified staff this evening is Ms. Memory Dobbs, Chair of our Classified Staff Council. And representing faculty is our Faculty Senate President, Mr. Anthony Tonianobili. Other honored guests are with us this evening. I thank the Reverend Dr. Mark Staples for providing us with his deeply meaningful invocation. And I am also grateful for the service, support, and advocacy of the Vice Chancellor of the West Virginia Community and Technical College System, Dr. Chris Treadway. As well as deeply grateful for the service of all of our Board of Governors members, and especially our Board of Governors member, Ms. Christine Miller. And we will hear from them in a few moments. And to our appointed institutional Board of Governors who are with us this evening, to municipal, county, and state elected leaders joining us this evening, thank you. And thank you for your continued support of community college, higher education, and for workforce development. And finally, there is another important set of individuals to introduce and recognize this evening, those who often go unnoticed, our talented staff. And so as we celebrate the achievements of our graduates today, we also pause to recognize our incredible staff whose dedication behind the scenes and in every corner of the college has made this moment possible. Staff, your commitment to our students' success, your care, and your tireless support are the foundation of all we honor here today. And so, to the staff, on behalf of our students, and indeed on behalf of the whole college, we say thank you. What a remarkable night to gather here in north central West Virginia in the heart of Appalachia, a place where the mountains stand tall, the people stand proud, and the values run deep. As the president of Pierpont Community and Technical College, I am honored to welcome you to this commencement ceremony, for this is more than a ceremony, it is a milestone shaped by your persistence, your purpose, and your possibility. Graduates, for many of you, your journey was not linear, but it was real. It moved through long work days, late shifts, early mornings, and real responsibilities, and all the while you balanced jobs, families, finances, and at times even doubts. There were moments when stopping would have been easier, but you did not stop. You stayed with it. You pushed forward, and tonight you cross this stage as living proof of what persistence can produce. You represent something larger than yourselves this night. You represent a beginning, a commencement, a new set of possibilities, not just for you, but for every person who has watched you and has watched your journey and now believes that they might have one of their own. I understand that journey in a personal way. I was raised in a steel mill forged family just north of here in Hancock County. My father was a proud union steel worker. He did not go to college, but he understood the dignity of hard work, work that builds, work that sustains, and work that creates opportunities for others. He taught me that skills matter, training matters, showing up matters, and that a career built with your hands and your heart carries just as much value as one built in any other way. That belief lives at the core of who we are as a community college. We build pathways, and some of those pathways lead through associate degrees, and some through certificates, and some through apprenticeships and workforce training, and all of them, irrespective of the pathway, lead somewhere meaningful. They lead to healthcare workers who care for our neighbors, nurses who stand at the bedside, technicians who keep systems running, welders who build infrastructure, educators who shape the next generation, and entrepreneurs who create opportunity that has never existed before. This is not abstract. This is the workforce of our region. This is the future of our communities in north central West Virginia, and graduates, you are now a part of it. At Pierpont, we often say that we try to meet students where they are, but we don't leave them there. We walk with them, we build bridges, and we help them move forward with clarity and purpose. And graduates, you've walked that bridge. You did the work, you showed the discipline, you stayed the course. That matters. Your degree matters. Your credentials matter. Your training matters. But what makes it more powerful is what it reveals about you. It reveals discipline. It reveals resilience. It reveals commitment, and it reveals your character. For those are the things that will carry you forward. Because the truth is this: the world that you are entering needs more than skill. It needs people who care. It needs people who show up. It needs people who are willing to do the hard work and to do it well, and that is who you have proven yourselves to be. You are now examples for your children and their young eyes watching, for your families, for your coworkers, and for your communities. There are people watching you who will make different decisions because of what you have done. And they will believe something is possible because you have made it visible. That is impact. That is leadership. That becomes your legacy. And so as you leave here tonight, I want you to carry just a few things with you. First, stay grounded with your purpose. Then, know why you do what you do, and keep building. Your first job is not your final destination, believe me. It is your next step. So invest in others and bring someone with you along for the journey, and open that door for someone else. And most importantly, never underestimate the value of persistence. It got you here, and it will take you further than you can see today. And so, graduates, tonight, as we celebrate your achievement, we celebrate your growth, we celebrate your future, and we are proud of you, and we believe in you, and we are excited for what comes next. And so, congratulations, and now let the commencement begin. Pierpont Community and Technical College is guided by a board of governors comprised of residents of the communities that we serve, appointed by the governor of the state of West Virginia. And I have come to know these dedicated people during the past year, and I'm grateful for their service to our college and our communities. They are seated among us, and they are our neighbors, representing business and industry, and they advise the president. They are both proud of Pierpont's legacy of service and optimistic about our future. These representatives dedicate their time and their expertise toward our mission to provide education that works. And so I would invite them to stand and be recognized this evening. To our Institutional Board of Governors. Board member Christine Miller is seated on the platform, and it is my privilege to introduce her to you this evening, to bring remarks. Ms. Miller brings more than 4 decades of service in public education across West Virginia. She has served as a teacher, school and county administrator, and in statewide leadership roles with the West Virginia Department of Education, including work in the Office of School Improvement and Leadership. She is widely respected and sought after as a visionary leader, known for strengthening schools and supporting systems that improve outcomes for students. Her perspective on community colleges is clear and grounded in the needs of our region, and she sees institutions like Pierpont as essential to workforce development. Nimble, responsive, aligned to real demand. Whether through associate degree pathways or short-term credentials, she understands that community colleges like Pierpont create access to stable careers and help build a stronger, more stable economy. She reminds us that when more people are engaged in meaningful work, communities thrive. What stands out most in her career, as she says, is not a single moment, but a pattern, a deep, consistent commitment to students. And she measures success in the lives of those that she has served. When former students return as contributors to their communities, that, as she shared with me, is where she finds pride. And indeed, that is the mark of an educator who has made a lasting difference. As a board member, Ms. Miller approaches the role with purpose. She believes in showing up prepared, being present, supporting students, faculty, and staff, staying accessible and responsive to the needs of our service region, and she brings a unique perspective, a career-long focus on improving outcomes for all students, and a commitment to ensuring that we as a community college remain accessible and responsive. And so I invite her to share with you her message this evening. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Christine Miller of our Pierpont Community and Technical College Board of Governors.
Thank you, Dr. Wade, for that lovely introduction. Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, staff, distinguished guests, and community partners. On behalf of Board Chair Lang and the Board of Governors of Pierpont Community and Technical College, congratulations to the class of 26. Today is a proud and well-earned celebration of your perseverance, commitment, and success. As members of the Board of Governors, we are entrusted with stewarding Pierpont's mission, ensuring that the college remains strong, accessible, and responsive to the needs of students and the region that it serves. Standing here today, we are reminded why that responsibility matters. You are the reason this college exists. No 2 journeys to this stage this evening look the same. Some of you have balanced full-time jobs with full course loads. Some of you have balanced education with family responsibilities, and some of you have chosen to return to college after some time away. Each of you, though, have made a deliberate choice, and that deliberate choice was to invest in yourself. And that is what has brought you here today. Pierpont was founded on the belief that education should meet people where they are and prepare them for meaningful, in-demand careers. Your success affirms that promise. Your education has been practical, rigorous, and deeply connected to the workforce needs of North Central West Virginia. Today, we are celebrating graduates from programs such as aviation maintenance technology, health programs, information systems and cybersecurity, business, welding, advanced manufacturing, criminal justice, and early childhood education. These programs exist because of strong partnerships with employers, healthcare providers, manufacturers, school systems, and workforce leaders in Fairmont, Bridgeport, Clarksburg, and throughout this region. As a board, we see firsthand how Pierpont connects education to opportunity. You are getting ready to enter a world that values people who can adapt, problem solve, and contribute with integrity. Pierpont has prepared you not just with technical skills, but with professionalism, resilience, and the ability to keep learning as industry evolves. Whether you are entering the workforce, continuing your education, or stepping into a new opportunity, know this: your credential represents preparation. Your education represents possibility, and your work will make a difference. Before you move forward, I offer 3 simple challenges. And I do know that all the other board members would offer these as well. First, keep learning. Your education doesn't end today. Stay curious and continue building on this foundation. Second, remember where you started. When you can, give back by mentoring, hiring a fellow Pierpont graduate, or encouraging someone else to take this step. Third, take pride in your work. Do every job with integrity and excellence. Strong communities are built by people who care about the work that they do. Graduates, you are the success story of Pierpont Community and Technical College. You represent the future of this institution and why it was created to serve. To the families and supporters who have stood beside you, we all owe them a large thank you. To the faculty and staff who believed in you, thank you. And to you, graduates, thank you for trusting Pierpont with your education. On behalf of the Board of Governors and Board Chair Lang, please accept our sincere congratulations and best wishes as you take this next step, carrying your Pierpont education into the workforce, into further study, and to service to your communities. Congratulations, class of 2026. We are very proud of you.
It is my honor to introduce tonight's keynote speaker, Dr. Chris Treadway, a leader who has spent his entire career working to improve education and open doors of opportunity for students across West Virginia. Dr. Treadway serves as the Vice Chancellor for Community and Technical College Education with the West Virginia Community and Technical College System. In his role, he leads efforts to expand access to education, support workforce development, and improve student success across the state's 9 public STEM education program called Starbase that introduced thousands of students to careers in science, technology, engineering, and math. Dr. Treadway later worked with the West Virginia Higher Education Policy Commission, where he helped shape state policies to better serve students and strengthen community colleges and universities. He played a key role in designing the state's funding formula for higher education and led efforts to make student success data more open and accessible for schools and communities. Today, Dr. Treadway continues to champion workforce training and educational opportunities. He oversees statewide grant programs that invest more than $8 million each year in job training, internships, and program development in high-demand fields. He also works to connect colleges, K-12 schools, and employers to better prepare students for success in college and career. Dr. Treadway holds a doctorate in higher education administration and a master's degree in information systems from Marshall University, as well as a bachelor's degree in chemistry from the University of Charleston. Above all, he is passionate about making sure every student in West Virginia, no matter where they come from, has the opportunity to succeed. Please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker, Dr. Chris Treadway.
Well, good evening. I have to find my spot in the book here. There we go. Thank you, Dr. Wade, for that kind introduction, and Ms. Miller and the entire Board of Governors. Thank you for all the work you do. I'd also like to thank the faculty and staff, and especially the folks behind the scenes today that put this great event together for all of you. And most of all, I want to say congratulations to the class of 2026. Let's give them a big hand. We'll do that several times this evening. They deserve it. So before I go any further this evening, I think I need to kind of acknowledge what's happening up here on the stage right now. So you're about to sit through a commencement speech, for those who weren't aware, which means for the next several minutes, I, someone you don't know and have never met, am going to stand up here and give you life advice. Now, it's a strange tradition that we have here. You'd never tolerate it in any other setting. So if you were at the mall and somebody just walked up to you and gave you advice, you'd probably call the police, right? But here, because we're at a podium and I'm wearing a robe, you'll sit quietly and politely and listen, and I'll give you lots of advice that you may or may not take, but I hope you do. The only thing I ask is that you stay with me for just a little bit, because I think you'll find some of this valuable. Let me start by telling you a little bit of a story. So last summer, I had to have my gallbladder removed. And there's a point to this, other than just wanting some sympathy. So if you want to give me like an awe for sympathy, you can do that right now. Good. There, thank you. Thank you. It was really tough. So, this wasn't on my calendar. It wasn't something I'd planned for. But when your gallbladder decides it's done cooperating, then it doesn't care about your schedule, right? So I was sitting there in the emergency room one afternoon, and the nurse came in to start my IV, and she, poked me a few times, tried once, didn't work, tried another time, didn't work. So she called over the nurse practitioner. This guy comes over, and he pokes me with a needle again, and couldn't get it, tried again, still couldn't get it. And at this point, I'm starting to wonder, are there any veins in there at all? But, they were trying. But then they called in the big guns. So I had noticed this nurse earlier in my time in the ER. I was there a long time. But as I was sitting there people watching, I kept watching this lady, moving around the ER very confidently and efficiently, kind of bouncing from patient to patient. And she wasn't assigned to me, but you could tell just by watching her that she was in charge and knew what she was doing. And they called her over, and she kind of poked around on my arm for just a few seconds, it seemed, and told the other two to hold my arm in a very specific way, and she popped that thing right in with no problem, no drama, there it was. And this is the part that stuck with me. Stuck with me kind of is appropriate there. But she snapped that tourniquet off my arm and turned around, and as she was walking away, I caught the slightest glimpse of a grin on her face. And I'm sure some of you have seen that kind of thing before. It wasn't a mean grin or like a showing off grin. It was just this quiet, satisfied, kind of I showed them grin. And then she walked away. It was that kind of grin that only comes for a moment that she took a little bit of pride in being that person. So here is one of my charges to you tonight. One of my life lessons, my unsolicited advice, we'll say. In fact, I have 3 of them for you. First life lesson. And this is one that I've heard the president and some others mention already this evening. That's to keep learning. Become that person that they call when nobody else can figure it out. Your diploma, the one you get when you walk up here across the stage this evening, isn't the end of your education. It's a foundation. It's enough to get you in the door, enough to get you started, enough to prove that you can learn hard things and see them through. But the real expertise, the kind that makes people call you when the IV won't go in, that takes years. It takes repetition. It takes a willingness to get just a little bit better every single day, long after anybody is grading you on it. If you're graduating from the aviation maintenance program, that means being the technician who hears a strange sound in an engine and actually knows what's causing it. If you're graduating from nursing, it means being that one who can find that vein when nobody else can. If you're in welding, it's that pass that holds when everyone else is cracked. In computer programming, it's the one who finds that missing semicolon in the code that caused the whole thing not to work after 8 other people tried and couldn't figure it out. In early childhood education, it might be that teacher who reaches that child that nobody else could. Every profession has that person. Every shop, every clinic, every classroom, and every office. In 20 years, I want each of you to become that person wherever it is you land. And I promise you, when somebody calls you over because nobody else could figure it out, and you walk up and handle it for them, you'll understand the quiet grin that nurse gave in the ER last year when I was in there. You'll be that person. My second bit of unsolicited advice for you is that after you graduate, we need you to be our ambassadors. When you look at the number of you here tonight, and then the number of all of them that are here around you, all your supporters, there are lots of people watching you right now. And there are lots of people even watching you from outside this auditorium right now. In your families, in your neighborhoods, in your social circles. People who are celebrating your successes and at the same time wondering whether college might be right for them or right for someone they know, whether it's worth it, and whether they belong here too. They're watching your story more closely than you realize. I heard a few kids kind of talking and crying and laughing in the audience a few minutes ago, and I told this story last year, so if you had to hear it last year, bear with me, but when I finished my master's degree and I was sitting in my graduation, we had my little nephew Nicholas with us, and he was probably 4 or 5 at the time, and he sat through the entire ceremony, and it was a huge graduation. It was Marshall University, so it was just tons and tons of people, and he sat there forever patiently. And when they finally called my name in the quiet auditorium, from the back of the auditorium, the very back row where they were sitting, I heard him yell, "Momo, Uncle Chris won! Uncle Chris won!" He was so excited. And all those little ones in the audience this evening may not remember why we were up here rambling on and on for the entire evening, but they'll remember seeing you in the funny robe and the fun hat. And more importantly, they'll see you down the road living a happy and successful and productive life. And that'll make a huge difference. When you walk across the stage tonight, you're not just finishing your own journey. You're proving something to the people around you, that a community and technical college education is real, that it leads somewhere, and that the people who finish it are capable and credentials and headed into good careers. We need you guys to talk about that out loud at family dinners, at cookouts, at church, at work, to your cousin who's thinking about it, for 3 years and hasn't taken the step yet, to a coworker who thinks a college education is out of reach, to the kid down the street whose parents didn't go to college, like me, and who can't quite picture themselves here. You can make a big difference. Just over 20 years ago, my youngest sister, Michelle, was working for a landscaping company mowing lawns, and she thought that was going to be her life. She was happy mowing lawns every day. And I sat her down and talked to her about the idea of college. And it took a little time, but I talked her into giving it a shot, taking a few classes. And she enrolled 1 semester at West Virginia State University. And a few years later, finished with her bachelor's degree in education, and she's a teacher now. And I'm excited to tell you that she is almost finished with her doctorate now. All because I talked her into that at the beginning. I am taking full credit for it, so write that down. She's totally giving me credit for it. And it has a ripple effect because on Monday, I get to be at one of these again, but not up here on the stage, sitting out there with all of them because her daughter, my niece, graduates from Bridge Valley Community College with her associate degree in medical sonography. So you can make a difference. All you have to do is sit somebody down and talk to them and get them to take that first step. Tell them what Pierpont gave you. Tell them the faculty knew your name. What a difference that makes. Tell them your program led somewhere. Tell them how much all the effort was worth it in the end. Because the state of West Virginia doesn't get stronger without more of our people earning credentials like the one you're about to receive this evening. Our communities don't grow more neighbors like you doing what you did. You're the proof, and that proof matters. Third bit of unsolicited advice, and stay with me, I'm almost finished giving you unsolicited advice, but tonight you guys become alumni of Pierpont Community and Technical College. And I want to tell you a little bit about what that word means because I think it gets thrown around a lot without a whole lot of meaning behind it. Being an alum means that Pierpont is yours now in a way it wasn't before. You have a claim on it and you're part of its story. Let that sink in for a minute. And Pierpont will be strengthened for generations to come by every bit of engagement you're willing to offer. Here are some concrete ways that you can stay engaged with Pierpont, and I'm going to give you a list. You might want to write this down. Quiz at the end. First of all, simple thing you can do is come back and visit your faculty. Trust me when I say this, that they love hearing from former students. There are few greater gifts that a teacher can have than you walking back in and telling them how you're doing and what you're up to now. It matters so much to them, so just pop in for a visit. Offer to become a guest speaker in a class. A student hearing from someone who sat in the same place that they're in 3 years from now can be more valuable than you realize. So just make that offer. Be a mentor to a current student working through the program you just finished. You know where the hard parts are. You know what they're about to struggle with. So be a voice that says, you can do this. I did it. My niece, I'm proud to say, got all A's and 1 B in her studies at Bridge Valley. The 1 B she got was the class that I helped her with. I'm not taking credit for that one. But there was a class she was struggling with, and I'll tell you, there was a point early on in her studies when she didn't think she was going to make it through her physics class. So she and I sat down every weekend for the entire semester, and we worked on physics together. And we got her through it. And then once she overcame that hurdle, then it was just the sky's the limit for her. But I don't know where we would have been had she not reached out to somebody for help. She was really about to throw in the towel. And you'd be amazed what having some sort of mentor, some sort of support system, what a difference that can really make. If you work for an employer after you graduate who might host an intern, maybe you could make the introduction between your employer and somebody at Pierpont. If your company is upgrading equipment and the old equipment still has life in it, let somebody at Pierpont know programs like yours can do remarkable things with donated equipment. If there's a job opening in your workplace and a Pierpont graduate might be a good fit for it, make sure your HR department knows about Pierpont. Connect them with a faculty member or somebody else at Pierpont. Or let somebody at Pierpont know that opportunity exists so they can connect that student with that opportunity. Show up at events at Pierpont when you can. Follow the college on social media and share the good news when you see it. Celebrate the next graduating class like all these folks and all of us are celebrating you tonight. None of this is hard, but all of it matters. All of it makes a difference in encouraging more people to do exactly what you've done here and to make your alma mater even more successful. So I want to close out this evening by saying a word to the families in the room. And if I call out your group, start clapping and don't stop until I've called all of them. Ready? Parents. Start clapping. Where are the parents in the room? Grandparents, spouses and partners, children, louder, siblings, friends, and anybody else who's here to support these wonderful folks. So they're all here to support you. Now you all can stop. Now it's up to you all to clap for them and show them your appreciation. So now I want to hear all of you all clap louder for them. They've earned it too. So everyone here tonight knows that these graduates sitting in front of us did the work. But they didn't do it alone. Somebody in this room covered a shift. Somebody watched the kids. Somebody kept dinner warm. Somebody sat at a kitchen table and listened while their graduate worked through a problem they didn't fully understand themselves. Somebody believed in this outcome long before it was guaranteed. With that, I'd like to ask, once again, the graduates to give all of those folks a big round of applause. And when you walk out of here this evening, find those people and take a special moment to thank them. They're a big part of the reason that you're here tonight. And to the class of 2026, you've earned this. You've earned every bit of it. And you guys are the reason that I love my job. And you're the reason that I believe West Virginia's best days are the days ahead of us. So go forward, keep learning, be our ambassadors, and stay close to Pierpont Community and Technical College. And the next time someone can't find a vein, or find the cause of that weird noise in the engine, or trace the bug in the code, or reach that student that nobody else could reach, I sincerely hope that it's you they call. Congratulations, class of 2026. We're so proud of you. Thank you.
It is my privilege to introduce our student speaker, Morgan Myers. Tonight, Morgan becomes a proud graduate of Pierpont Community and Technical College, where she earns her Associate of Applied Science in Criminal Justice. She has distinguished herself academically, earning placement on both the Dean's List and the President's List, and was named a recipient of the Pierpont Edge Scholarship, bridging her work from North Marion High School and Marion County Technical Center to Pierpont. I remember my first conversation with Morgan clearly. She came forward not with a request for herself, but with an idea to recognize others. She wanted to honor and celebrate the hardworking staff at Pierpont, the people who show up every day to serve students and often go unnoticed. And in that moment, she spoke with intention about giving back to the employees who had supported her and so many others. Her idea inspired Phi Theta Kappa's service project to recognize and thank Pierpont employees, and that kind of awareness is rare. It reflects a deep sense of gratitude, empathy, and responsibility, and it also is what sets Morgan apart as a leader. Her leadership and service set her apart. She has served as the president of our Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society, where she led campus initiatives, represented Pierpont at the National Catalyst Conference in Baltimore, and contributed to community efforts such as organizing flood relief support. She also has extended her learning beyond the classroom through an internship with the Marion County Prosecuting Attorney's Office, demonstrating a clear commitment to public service and justice. Morgan represents the very best of Pierpont. Strong in the classroom, engaged in her community, focused on purpose. She plans on continuing her education at Fairmont State University with plans to become a victim's advocate. Please join me in welcoming Morgan Myers.
Good evening, graduates, President Wade, esteemed faculty and staff, friends and families. I'm Morgan Myers, Phi Theta Kappa President. I'm so honored to be standing in front of you all today. Today we celebrate not just the completion of our studies, but the journey we've traveled together at Pierpont Community and Technical College. First, I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our parents and guardians. Your unwavering support, encouragement, and sacrifices have made it possible for us to reach this day. Whether you've cheered us on, listened to our worries, or gave us strength to persevere, you have been our foundation. Thank you for believing in us and for always standing by our side. While we each have acquired skills necessary to excel in the world of our studies, we have also acquired pillars that will last us a lifetime: opportunity, excellence, and community. The first pillar is opportunity. At Pierpont, we come from diverse backgrounds, each carrying unique dreams and challenges. This institution has given us the chance to turn possibilities into realities. Whether you're the first in your family to attend college or returning to school to build a better life, Pierpont has stood as a beacon of hope and access. It has provided us with resources, encouragement, and pathways to pursue our ambitions, no matter where we started. The second pillar is excellence. Our professors and staff have pushed us to strive for more, not just the completion of assignments, but to truly learn, grow, and excel. Here at Pierpont, excellence is not just a goal, it's a mindset. From hands-on training in technical fields, listening to lectures, and rigorous academic coursework, we've been challenged to exceed our own expectations. Through late-night study sessions and collaborative projects, we've not only built knowledge, but resilience and confidence that will serve us for years to come. The third pillar is community. At Pierpont, we form bonds that go far beyond the classroom. We've learned the value of helping each other, working together, and lifting one another up. Our time at Pierpont has taught us that success is a shared journey. The friendships and networks we've created will continue to support us as we step into new chapters, whether in the workplace or further study. These pillars have guided each one of us through times of uncertainty and moments when failure crept into our minds and made us think our goals were unachievable. I've learned that failure isn't the end. It's just a powerful teacher in our lives. Each setback that we've had to overcome gave us the opportunity to learn, to grow, and to reach higher than we thought possible. At Pierpont, we turned the fear of failure into motivation, fueling our ambition and giving us strength to never give up. We learned that success is not just about avoiding failure, but about embracing it, learning from it, and growing from it. As we all embark on this new chapter of our lives, keep these pillars in mind and never give up when the thought of failure creeps up behind you. Congratulations, class of 2026. I cannot wait to see what adventures we take on and the goals we will achieve. Thank you.
And now for the fun. I now call upon Mr. David Bailey, Provost for Pierpont Community and Technical College and the Vice President of Academics, to present the candidates for certificate and associate degrees.
Candidates for the Certificate in Applied Science degree, the Associate in Arts degree, and the Associates in Applied Science degree from the School of Business, Aviation, and Technology, the School of General Education and Professional Studies, and the School of Health Sciences. Please stand. President Wade, I present to you the candidates for the Certificate in Applied Science, Associate in Arts, and the Associate in Applied Science degrees from the School of Business, Aviation, and Technology, the School of General Education and Professional Studies, and the School of Health Sciences. These candidates have completed the curriculum prescribed for their degrees by Pierpont Community and Technical College. They have been recommended by the faculty, commended by the academic deans and provost, and approved by the Office of the Registrar. I present them to you that you may confer upon them the Certificate in Applied Science, the Associate in Arts, and the Associate in Applied Science degree.
Candidates, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Pierpont Community and Technical College, I hereby confer upon you the Certificate in Applied Science, the Associate in Arts, and the Associate in Applied Science degrees, and admit you to the rights, privileges, and prerogatives pertaining thereto. You will notice, friends, that our graduates display graduation tassels on their caps. The tassel is a symbol of success. As graduates move their tassels from the right to the left, they symbolically cross over to the next stage of their lives. The changing of the tassel is an important part of the commencement ceremony, and so graduates, you may now change your tassels.
Graduates, you may now be seated. Will the graduates from the School of Business, Aviation, and Technology please stand? Graduates, please come forward to be greeted by President Wade, Dean Dr. Carrie Coffin-Daffer, and Ms. Christine Miller of the Pierpont Community and Technical College Board of Governors. Max Guy Bobrin, Advanced Welding, Associate in Applied Science. Adrian Fornash, Advanced Welding, Associate of Applied Science, Certificate of Applied Sciences in Petroleum Technology and Applied Welding. Trevor Glass, Advanced Welding, Associate of Applied Science. Steve Motes II, Advanced Welding, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Thomas Moore III, Advanced Welding, Associate of Applied Science. Felicity Rumbaugh, Advanced Welding, Associate of Applied Science. Haley Snodderly, Advanced Welding, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Krista Holpit, Applied Design, Fashion Merchandising, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Madison Hope Tucker, Applied Welding, Certificate of Applied Science. Derek Estes, Applied Process Technology, Energy Systems Operations, and Applied Process Technology, Instrumentation and Controls, Associate of Applied Science. Sean Michael Kimball, Applied Process Technology, Energy Systems Operations, and Applied Process Technology, Instrumentation and Controls, Associates of Applied Science with highest honors. Joshua Beecher, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, Certificates of Applied Science in Airframe Technology and Power Plant Technology. Alan James Bonner, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, and certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology with honors. James Bourne, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, and certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology. Thomas Cook, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology with honors. Glenn Hansen, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, and certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology with honors. Ratchanon Homklin, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology. Bryce Hoyland, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, certificates of applied science in airframe technology, power plant technology. Ryan Huber, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology with honors. Elijah Lehazet, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology. Nolan Littell, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, certificates of applied science, airframe technology and power plant technology. Kaylee Markle, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology with highest honors. Chikari Mesador, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology with honors. Gabriel Moran, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology with honors. Madeline Mowry, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, and certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology. Matthew Oliverio, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, and certificates of applied science, airframe technology, power plant technology. Braden Palmer, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology. Jacob Riley, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, and certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology. Jackson Rubenstein, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology with honors. Andrew Paul Wilson, Aviation Maintenance Technology, Associate of Applied Science, certificates of applied science in airframe technology and power plant technology. Nesha Bennett, Business Management, Associate of Applied Science. Brendan Brodenbaugh, Business Management, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Kyle Cross, Business Accounting, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Brooklyn Nicole Davison, Business Accounting, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Paige Haney, Business Management, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Brandy Danielle Johnson, Business Accounting, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Rachel Elizabeth Leary, Business Management, Associate of Applied Science. Wilder Neer, Business Management, Associate of Applied Science. Casey Sisk, Business Accounting, Associate of Applied Science. Emily Vincent, Business Management, Associate of Applied Science. Seth Cass, Information Systems, Cybersecurity, Associate of Applied Science. Ethan Ebert, Information Systems, Cybersecurity, and Information Systems Specialist, Associate of Applied Science in Cybersecurity, Certificate of Applied Science with highest honors. Aiden Edwards, Information Systems, Cybersecurity, Associate of Applied Science. Dylan Eric Lindberg, Information Systems, Cybersecurity, Associate of Applied Science. Dominic Murray, Information Systems, Cybersecurity, Associate of Applied Science. Nicholas Poling, Information Systems Specialist, Associate of Applied Science with highest honors. Jimmy Pritt, Information Systems, Cybersecurity, and Information Systems Specialist, Associate of Applied Science. Cassandra Marsh, Petroleum Technology, Associate of Applied Science. Max Specht, Petroleum Technology, Associate of Applied Science, Petroleum Technology, Certificate of Applied Science. Will the graduates from the School of General Education and Professional Studies please stand? Graduates, please come forward to be greeted by President Wade, Dean Jennifer Ellison, and Ms. Christine Miller of the Pierpont Community and Technical College Board of Governors. Carmen Dotson, Liberal Studies, American Sign Language, Interpreter Training, Associate of Arts, with highest honors. Bella Bybee, Criminal Justice, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Whitney Brown, Criminal Justice, Associate of Applied Science. Riley Gray, Criminal Justice, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Morgan Myers, Criminal Justice, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Emily Singleton, Criminal Justice, Associate of Applied Science. Hannah Lynn Marie Flesher, Early Childhood Education, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Emily Schaefer, Early Childhood Education, Associate of Applied Science. Heidi Marie Tucker, Early Childhood Education, Associate of Applied Science. Ashley Cook, Food Service Management, Nutrition, and Dietetic Technology, Associate of Applied Science. Michael Macara, Food Service Management, Pastry and Baking Arts, Associate of Applied Science, and Pastry and Baking Arts Certificate of Applied Science with honors. Holden Riffle, Food Service Management, Culinary Arts, Associate of Applied Science, and Culinary Arts Certificate of Applied Science. Leah Sisler, Food Service Management, Culinary Arts, Associate of Applied Science, and Culinary Arts Certificate of Applied Science. Savannah White, Food Service Management, Culinary Arts, Associate of Applied Science. Tanya Wright, Food Service Management, Nutrition, and Dietetic Technology, Associate of Applied Science. Carrie Jones, American Sign Language Interpreter Education, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Lorena Hope McCormick, Liberal Studies, Associate of Arts. Tassie Lee Thomas, Liberal Studies, Associate of Arts. Morgan Annika Riley, Paralegal Studies, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Mary Catherine Hamer, Pastry and Baking Arts Certificate of Applied Science. Will the graduates from the School of Health Sciences please stand? Graduates, please come forward to be greeted by President Wade, Dean Melissa White, and Ms. Christine Miller of the Pierpont Community and Technical College Board of Governors. Jennifer Lynn Blake, Health Information Technology, Associate of Applied Science with highest honors. Hannah Hart, Health Information Technology, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Kayla Pritt, Health Information Technology, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Tracy Nicole Rather, Health Information Technology, Associate of Applied Science with highest honors. Emily Rose, Health Information Technology, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Haley Critchfield, Health Sciences, Associate of Applied Sciences with honors. Fidel Alberto Diaz, Health Sciences, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Delaney Lynn Hill, Health Sciences, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Administration Assistant, Certificate of Applied Science. Cameron Rubenstein, Health Sciences, Associate of Applied Science. Caitlin Shimonsky, Health Sciences, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Shelby Smith, Health Sciences, Associate of Applied Science. Shelby White, Health Sciences, Associate of Applied Science. Elliot Allende, Licensed Practical Nursing, Certificate of Applied Science with honors. Alexander Belaris, Licensed Practical Nursing, Certificate of Applied Science with honors. Haley Kahn, Licensed Practical Nursing, Certificate of Applied Science with honors. Lisa Cottrell, Licensed Practical Nursing, Certificate of Applied Science. Ashlyn Shanabarger, Licensed Practical Nursing, Certificate of Applied Science. Savannah Vincent, Licensed Practical Nursing, Certificate of Applied Science. Erin Catherine Waller, Licensed Practical Nursing, Certificate of Applied Science. Devin Cunningham, Medical Billing and Coding, Certificate of Applied Science. Ashley Spessert, Medical Billing and Coding, Certificate of Applied Science. Stacy Jarrett, Medical Laboratory Assistant, Certificate of Applied Science, and Board of Governors, Associate of Applied Science. Kendra Green, Medical Laboratory Technology, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Josie Reap, Medical Laboratory Technology, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Olivia Croston, Physical Therapist Assistant, Associate of Applied Science. Caleb Holt, Physical Therapist Assistant, Associate of Applied Science. Mackenzie Hunter, Physical Therapist Assistant, Associate of Applied Science. Emma Johnson, Physical Therapist Assistant, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Shauna Renee Jones, Physical Therapist Assistant, Associate of Applied Science. Addison Boggs Legg, Physical Therapist Assistant, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Rachel Lemley, Physical Therapist Assistant, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Delaney Postlethwaite, Physical Therapist Assistant, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Sophia Taylor, Physical Therapist Assistant, Associate of Applied Science. Elizabeth Ool, Physical Therapist Assistant, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Devin Teeter, Radiologic Technology, Associate of Applied Science, Health Sciences, Associate of Applied Science. Tessa Dulaney, Respiratory Care, Associate of Applied Science. Bailey Kiger, Respiratory Care, Associate of Applied Science. Kristen Lawson, Respiratory Care, Associate of Applied Science. Olivia Luchuk, Respiratory Care, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Lydia Moore, Respiratory Care, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Emily Nicole Salisbury, Respiratory Care, Associate of Applied Science. Addison Jean Bolyard, Veterinary Technology, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Lucian Davidson, Veterinary Technology, Associate of Applied Science. Cheyenne Fisher, Veterinary Technology, Associate of Applied Science. Bethany Fortney, Veterinary Technology, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Emily Maxine Hines, Veterinary Technology, Associate of Applied Science. Bethany James, Veterinary Technology, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Lydia Sears, Veterinary Technology, Associate of Applied Science with honors. Melinda Smith, Veterinary Technology, Associate of Applied Science.
Graduates, as we prepare to close this ceremony, remember this. Commencement is not an ending. It is the beginning of a new responsibility, a new opportunity, and a new chapter of service and purpose. Tonight, you leave this place not only with credentials and knowledge, but you leave this place with the ability to make a meaningful difference in your families, workplaces, and communities. Carry forward the resilience that brought you to this moment, because it will continue to guide you through the challenges still ahead. Never underestimate the impact of your presence or your compassion, your work ethic, and your willingness to keep learning. To the families, friends, faculty, and staff who supported these graduates, thank you. Thank you for walking alongside them and believing them along the way. Graduates, we are proud of you and we believe in your future, and we cannot wait to see the lives that you will change. Congratulations, graduating class of 2026. Our ceremony will conclude this evening after the singing of the Pierpont Community and Technical College alma mater and the recessional. So, please remain in your seats until all of the platform members, faculty, and students have finished participating in the recessional. I invite forward Dr. Susan Coffendaffer, and I invite you all to please rise and to join us in a spirited singing of the alma mater, Pierpont Pride. Graduates, if you choose or would like, you may toss your caps. Professor Erica